Today we're going to be learning about Queen Anne's lace, aka wild carrot. It grows along the roadsides, railway lines, any disturbed ground, and it's a beautiful wild flower, and there's many wonderful medicinal uses for it. I have dried it here and I use it as a tea, and it is great for all women issues, from young girls to women in their menopausal state. And we also have the seed pods, which are great for men for prostate issues, and also can be used for gout and urinary problems and bladder problems. So it's a really great one to have on hand. So shall we go out into the field and see what we can find? So here we have Queen Anne's lace, a variety of different stages. So these ones here are looking a little bit whiter than the ones on here. These ones are still yet to open up. So you've got your nests, and yes, you do have the purple little flower in the middle. So we know it's got some of the important identifying features. And it's got the leaves that look like carrots, and it is spiky, sort of hairy stems, which is all the identifying features. So shall we have a wee look at the roots? If we pull up one here, let's hope I can do it nice and easily. Not too bad. And so here we have the wee carrot. Definitely smells like a carrot. So this is the Queen Anne's lace. So now we're back in from the field with our Queen Anne's lace. We have our beautiful flowers. We have one with outer flower, purple flower in the middle, one with same plant. Some people say you shouldn't have them unless they have the purple spot, but just to be sure, but that came from the same plant. So now we can have a closer look at the stalks. So we have the little wee spikes, because Queen Anne always has hairy legs. So you can see the ridges that go down as well. They're not a prickly spike, but you can certainly feel them. And we have some of the roots, the carrots, and they definitely smell like a carrot. They're pretty tough. Here's a bigger one. And then we have some of the nests. Beautiful wee nest of the seeds. So I like to pick them when they're nice and green so that I can dry them, and I know that they're at the good stage for drying. So we'll pop this aside and we'll have a look at how we can dry them and use them. So here we have some that is already dried. So we have the leaves, flowers, and the little nest of seeds. So this here, as you can see, this is the carrot. So once you've washed it, it's really tough, and no matter how sharp your knife is, you will not be able to cut it. So as it has this really tough core inside it. So most people just use this for flavoring when they're cooking, and so they might just wash it and put it in your pot when you're making a stew and boil it up, and then just take the root out, as it's already put it the goodness and the flavor into the stew. But however, if you're careful and just sort of cut around and then sort of along this way, you can get off the tender parts, which you can use. They taste fine to eat. So just a good way to understand that, because you'll be thinking, why can I not cut these up? But it just has this tough core in it, and people also use this for making coffee as well. So a good way to dry them is, you can use a plate, or you can use a couple of racks. You can cross them. You can use that, or you can use one of these fish nets from AliExpress. They are great because you can pop them in with different layers and then zip it up and keep everything away from bugs and children, or so it's got a good amount of racks there. So this is called a fish drying net, so if you're wanting to look up one of those. So once you've got it nice and dry and it's almost crunchy dry, then you can store them so for later use. So of course you can use this fresh or dried, but don't forget the leaves are really good as well. So this is how to prepare Queen Anne's lace for later use. So isn't it wonderful how we can use so many parts of this plant? God has not only given it to us for its beauty, but also for its leaves, its flowers, and its roots. So why don't you get out and find some to prepare for someone you love to help their bodies too.